Hunter from MMA UK, and I'm here with half the BKK competition team who are all competing at Cage Warriors Academy South East on the 19th of October. It's coming up fast. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
So we've got Leigh Mitchell.
Hey. How's it going?
Leigh's going to be headlining the card. Leigh is a pro fighter, and he's going to be main eventing. So we'll come on to him in a minute. Then we've got Adam Spalding, who
Hello.
I think, Adam, is this your 7th BCMMA?
8th.
8th.
Yeah,
Incredible.
this will be my 10th amateur fight, and 9. Excuse me. So it'll be my 10th amateur, and 9 of them were on this promotion.
Amazing. And Charlie, coming on to you. You've been on the card before.
Yeah. So four on the BCMMA card in Colchester, and then a couple elsewhere as well.
And then we've got Hannah, the first time she's fighting for BKK.
Excited.
So, guys, you've been in camp for a while now. Like, you must all be exhausted and just desperate to get to fight day. Like, these last few weeks are just a waiting game, aren't they?
Yeah, it could have been sort of done a couple of weeks ago, and I think all of us would have been sort of fresh and ready. The last 2 or 3, we've sort of been sort of chomping at the bit, sort of ready to go. But I suppose it's better that way than being unprepared and sort of like, oh God, it's only two weeks away, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel pretty much the same. To be fair, I don't feel tired. I don't feel tired or anything like that as bad at the minute. Probably because I'm not like trying to cut a leg off, trying to cut or anything. It's kind of quite nice to feel this fresh, this kind of close, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like so many times before where I felt half dead within the last 2 weeks, and now same as Charlie. I just wanted to be here. That's the thing.
So for anyone watching that doesn't know, Leigh's moving up to bantamweight for this fight. Charlie, you moved up to flyweight for your last fight.
Yeah.
So this is your second fight at flyweight.
Yeah, me and Leigh are walking around at like 90 kilos at the moment. It's great. We're the biggest guys in the gym at the moment.
Always been the biggest
Half
guy.
of that's in your rear, isn't it, Charlie?
You have to cut on them off to make weight.
The trick is I keep the blood in it and I drain it the night before.
Part of your water cut.
Yeah.
And then drink it again to just retain all of your strength, get all that iron back in as soon as you've weighed in.
Oh, that's funny.
So Leigh, is this your first main event spot?
Yeah, it's this time. Last time out in Liverpool was co-main, but this will be the first one that dead last. So kind of see everyone else go out and do their thing, and then it's just you left warming up. So it'll be cool. It'll be nice, to be fair. Like, I don't mind either way, whether I'm where I am, obviously, but main event is sick. Like, I mean, it's what it is. It's just cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being
cool.
the main fight on the card is just awesome. It's good. I'm so excited, honestly.
Do you feel any extra pressure being the headline?
I wouldn't say so, really. To be fair, at the end of the day, it's another fight. Whether you're fighting a few fights before the end, or obviously the more experience you get, the higher up the card you travel anyway.
Yeah.
Over the last few years, or whatever, it's kind of been like a travel up the card kind of thing. The last one was the first time it was like a co-main event, which I didn't feel any real extra pressure as such anyway. Just fight one fight at a time kind of thing, and just get through them. It's just nice to be competing.
And you've been, you said nice to be competing. You've been out of the cage for over a year with that horrible hand injury that you picked up. Was it the first punch of your last fight?
Yeah, it literally was. We come out and touch gloves, and it was within the first exchange. I think I come out and I threw like a jab, hook, and then like another jab, all off my lead hand, and with one of them shots, I must have caught him on like top of the head or something like that.
Yeah.
Funny, and then I was like, there we go, kind of thing. But it's just aggro. Obviously, you spend the rest of all your game planning kind of goes out the window at that point.
Yeah.
You just try and survive as such, but it's just difficult. So it'd be nice to actually go out there fully fit, knowing injuries, and hopefully have like a completely solid fight and be able to actually show people what I'm about.
I mean, it's disappointing anyway when that happens in a fight, but when it's your first pro fight, like you've been building up to that for such a long time, it's just so unlucky.
I know it's one of them things at the end of the day, but I took some time kind of having the ump with it, let's say, for like quite a little while, but it's one of them things. It's what's next, really. What's important, really.
Yeah.
It's all been and done now.
Yeah.
But it'll be nice just to actually go in there and have a fight like fully fit. Hopefully, have nothing like I'm not even gonna say it and jinx anything, but not have anything like right off the back like that, and try and have to adapt in like obviously in like a pro debut. Obviously, there's a little bit more pressure in a pro debut anyway, and then you come out and do something like that, and it's like right now I've got to try and fight a good opponent, and try and kind of look good. And obviously, it's just difficult. It is a difficult one to kind of get by, but it didn't go my way. Not the end of the world. I'm here now. We've all been smashing it in the gym, and I think October's just going to be such a good night.
And it was giving you grief for quite a while afterwards, but you're 100% fit again now? Hands feeling 100%?
Yeah, it was giving me ag for ages, to be fair. It weren't so much even with like the striking or anything like that. It weren't the impact on the pads or anything. It was when we was like grappling and wrestling, and say for example you take someone down and like they roll on your hand or something like that, it would almost burn where there's like the scar tissue in it and stuff like that. Where I had like a little operation on it, and it always heals quite solid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To kind of break down that scar tissue, but when you haven't, it just burns. That's the way. That's the only way I can kind of like describe it. But I've had someone kind of looking after my body a little bit this time. I go see a chiropractor, and he's been doing like bits and pieces with my hand as well, and just trying to look after it the best I can, really. But it ain't causing me no ag, so it's all good.
I hope you're better with the physio than I am.
Leigh's never taken anyone down.
Still lies.
Never ever. Charlie all the time.
Adam, you've been out of the cage for a year as well, but slightly happier reasons for.
Well, not originally, because I broke my nose in my last fight, so I was out for a little bit, and then
that bit's not so happy.
Yeah, and then obviously I got married in August, so probably weren't the best idea to have any fights before then, just in case it broke again.
Well, you had a nice black eye for your 30th, so I'm not sure what your wife would have made of the wedding photos looking like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't think it would have gone down too well.
You actually went on honeymoon to the same hotel as me. I think it's amazing there. I was so jealous when I saw your photos.
Secrets, yeah, it was unbelievable, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
absolutely
really nice.
Unbelievable. So you're not one to shy away from a tough fight. What do you make of your opponent? You've got a new opponent.
Yeah. I saw he's got I think his record's 4-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's got a title on WC MMA. So yeah, another tough opponent, but it's nothing different to what I've had previously, to be honest. So yeah, it should be good.
Have you ever said no to an opponent, or do you just take anyone that Jack recommends?
I just get what I'm given, and just go from there. Just go from there. At the end of the day, on this show, he isn't going to have shit people on the promotion. So if you want to fight on the show, you're going to have to fight good people. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
And does the game plan change with the change of opponent? Do you look into what their skill set is and try and adapt, or is it just all about?
Yeah, definitely. like beforehand, the original guy was a lefty, so I was trying as much as I can to get as many rounds in with southpaws as possible. But obviously the new opponent's orthodox, so just gone back to sparring with orthodox guys.
Yeah.
Things like that. I think this guy's a little bit more of a all-rounder, and the other guy had a bit more of a striking background. But other than that, it's just training as normal.
Do you have a preference with fighting orthodox or dirty southpaws?
Orthodox all day. Yeah, I don't want to be dealing with southpaws.
It's nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not fair. Like Leigh, he's cheating.
Just cheating everyone by doing that.
And Charlie, you're fighting one of the twins.
Yeah.
Pavlicek, is that how you say his name? Gregor Pavlicek?
Yeah, so I've been doing rounds with the Polish boys in the gym as my prep, and just
Right.
with them a little bit. So that's the main sort of game plan. Jack was like, right, hang out with these a little bit, learn the like the customs, how they live, and then we'll be sweet. Yeah. So Leigh fought one of their training partners, and then obviously their training partner fought Leigh. So it's a bit of sort of gym on gym rivalry going on, which will be sweet. And then we'll be 2-0 against Dragonslayer.
Yeah. They're regulars on these cards as well, and like both brothers, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're both fighting on the same night. Both of them. So that'll be cool. I think at the same weight. So there'll be no funny business going on with the weigh-ins. Send the brother in to do the weight, and then you turn up on fight night, 190 pounds.
What happens if they send the different twin in to fight you in there? Would you prepared to take on either of them?
Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
Are they both like orthodox or both southpaw? Or I was just wondering if one of them was southpaw, one of them was orthodox. I don't know. That would just be odd, though, wouldn't it? Imagine that, just like kind of get your game plan together, and all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden you've got southpaw on the night. You're like, science up.
So, who are you planning for? Orthodox or southpaw, Charlie?
Orthodox.
Let's hope the other one then isn't.
Yeah, unless the southpaw one turns up, and in which case I was preparing for the southpaw.
And like we said, you were moving up to flyweight, or you moved up for your last fight. Lots of weight training and powering through. How's that going? Yeah,
so it's sort of been. I got my week off after the last match in July, and then since then it's been like a sort of a 15 week sort of slog with that. Obviously, powering through sorted me out on sort of the hypertrophy program, sort of adjust to going up a weight, which is nice. And I've noticed the difference in the gym. Like it has made a big difference. You know, sort
they're
of.
They're so scientific, aren't they?
Yeah. So Will has got all his formulas down. Like the man's a genius. Like making massive differences, which is great.
Do you feel the difference in how explosive you are, as well as like just obviously being able to increase the weights and stuff?
Yeah, just the sort of the little bit of extra size. It like letting me do stuff that I wanted to do before, but maybe couldn't. Like just being like sort of one of the smaller guys, or probably the smallest guy in the gym. So like that's changed, and you know it's helped. Like confidence is sort of through the roof. It's all snowballing off of that.
Yeah.
You know, like everything is great. Sort of a cliche thing saying it every time. The camp's gone great and that. But like it really has. Like just you know every time you do it, you should know a little bit more. Sort of it should go a little bit better, I suppose. Otherwise, it'd be it'd be terrible if it didn't.
Yeah.
You'd stop after one.
And you wouldn't tell me.
No, I certainly wouldn't. No, I certainly wouldn't be on here saying that.
But so was the thinking behind moving up, was that because you were struggling to make weight, or you wanted to put on extra muscle mass, or was it just it was really hard to get fights at strawweight?
So yeah, like, I think there's like three or four other sort of strawweights around lurking. I know. So I was meant to compete against one, your mate Adil on ROC. That's sort of
he's fighting on this card too.
Yeah, against another strawweight. So there's two, and I see one somewhere else or two somewhere else. So there's sort of 4 or 5 of us around. You know, so if I can get one of those boys after, that would be fantastic. I'm still good to go down to 115. Like, I think, you know, that's sort of the next step. But I'm like, now I've sort of got that little bit extra size. I'm happy at 125 as well. It doesn't really make a difference. I can still make 115, no problem.
I think that's good about the IMAF tournaments as well that you competed in. Adil is doing that at the Worlds, and I think there's 10 people in his bracket, so it certainly like is helpful in terms of having more opponents.
Yeah, for sure. Because you're guaranteed, is it maximum of 5 matchups throughout the week at that weight. So you know you're gonna get the matches there, and obviously the brackets are drawn before, so you're certain that there are sort of the guys, which is good, especially at that sort of weight. You don't have to hunt for them yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah. And Hannah, you're taking part in. You might actually have to move the camera back a little bit, if that's all right. On my screen, you're getting cut off. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm so excited for your matchup. I've watched Erica a few times now. I'm a big fan of hers, even bigger fan of yours. It's going to be a great fight, and I've seen a couple of comments on your Instagram that like maybe in the past you've had some girls who just want to control or like take you down and hold you down. I can't see this fight being anything like that.
I hope it's nothing like No, I'm super excited. I can't wait. There's nothing more. I just wait for it. Like Charlie and Leigh were saying a couple of weeks ago, we were all ready to go then. We're still ready to go now. Better be in that way than the other. And
does it feel any different? Have you been a BKK fighter since February? Is it since February?
Yeah, I think yes. I think I joined BKK in about February, March time.
Yeah.
Training ever since.
Does it feel any different to be walking out for a different team?
I feel a whole lot better. A lot more confident in my skill sets, and a lot more prepared as to what I'm going into. Like since the change, it's only been good. That's all I can say, really.
I think the matchmaking on these cards is always amazing anyway, but Jack puts on more female fights than any other promotions, certainly local promotions that I see. And this one is just such a good matchup. Like, I know she's a striker that brings it, and I know what you're like. It's just going to be fireworks, this one. I'm so pumped for it.
Yeah, it's great. I love the fact that Jack always has, there's loads of female fights. And all super talented females as well. That's what Charlie was saying. And Adam, it's not any old person on this show. It's all the best amateurs, and that's why it is one of the best amateur shows southeast.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think your fight could be fight of the night. Not to put extra pressure on you, but I'm really, really looking forward to that one. So, Leigh, going back to you, how tough has it been? I know you've worked on some of the shows when you've been still out injured. Like, how tough has it been for you watching your teammates like go out and perform? And I think you've even cornered for Charlie when, like, before you've been back in there.
Yeah, well, I helped Charlie warm up for his last fight anyway. But like, since I've been training, since I came back, like the months have just flown by. Like before you know it, it's like what months and months and months down the line, and there's shows that pop up so often. So there's been like a Cage Warriors that was at Colchester, which I actually watched Rico fight on as well.
Yeah.
There's which that BKK had loads of guys on from there anyway. Went up to see Charlie fight, and I'm pretty sure there was one other as well, and obviously Emma was on that. But it's just it's difficult, to be fair, because at the time I come back and I wasn't training obviously like I am now. I wasn't in the gym every single day. It was just like, well, still most days, but not with the same intensity, not as if you're in camp, you know what I'm saying? And you just miss the buzz of it all. Honestly, you really do. Like I was warming Charlie up and helping Charlie warm up for his fight, and then I just started shadowboxing after. Like not after we went out, but like Charlie was kind of like getting ready to go, and I was just there. I was just like, just getting stuck in. I was just like, man, I was like, I really, really miss this. I was like, what the hell? What have I kind of been doing with myself? If you know what I mean. Obviously, I took some time out and just kind of, I still was working out, but just literally just working out. I wasn't doing anything else. And you just missed the buzz of it all. I was chatting to another guy on Skype, like another one of these, and you just missed the buzz of it all. Like there's literally nothing else like it. I was going in the gym and just clock watching for 45 minutes to an hour, and I was just bored. There's definitely not. Like the whole buzz of like the event, walking out, having the actual like the fight itself, there's just so much buzz around it. And even the sparring in like the gym and stuff like that, like I love sparring. Like especially when you sometimes have them rounds that kind of get a bit crazy and stuff like that. Like I remember when I first come back, and I think I did one with George and one with Emra, and then they're tough guys anyway. Like I was a fat mess at the time, and I just had like I had like a 5-minute war with George, and then I got passed straight on Emra, and it was back and forth. I was just like, Jesus Christ! I was like, this is what I'm missing. This is what I've been missing. I need to get kind of get serious, get something in the books. But it's been tough watching everyone else. Well, not tough. It's been nice watching everyone else do so well, and it's nice to be on the card with all those people who have been doing well, who have been grafting in the gym, and be one of those people again. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Like, just I know sometimes you don't always get the result, but even the journey of it all, like it means so much. Do you know what I mean?
Charlie, I think you can claim credit for his comeback. Warming you up made him miss the buzz of it all.
I know, it's bad. Literally, we just kind of moved. Me and Charlie was just moving around, and I was just like, "Fucking hell!" I was just like, "I feel like I want to go out and fight someone." It's like, I'm gonna just go and fight anyone.
To be fair, Warzone Wednesday, that's a fight in itself, isn't it? Every week.
Yeah, can be sometimes. That's what we call it now, isn't it? We started calling it Warzone Wednesdays because it's just all the big rounds. And have you noticed, as everyone else knows, that Jack's chucking in the bonus round every single time now? You put your heart and soul into four, maybe 5 rounds, and he goes, so there's actually a bonus round, and it's like just pour heart and soul into this.
Bonus last week.
They're gonna have to be multiple bonuses because everyone's expecting a bonus.
Yeah, it's like when your mum asks you if you want to brush your teeth as a kid. So do you want to go brush your teeth? It's like there's only one answer, and that's all right. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Certainly do have to do it.
It's like, right, we are gonna do a bonus round at the end. But no,
you can't like have a fight coming up and say no though, can you? It just looks so bad.
For one, it looks bad, but I think if you didn't want to do the round in the first place, then what are you really even doing if you're preparing for a serious fight? And everyone always like you spoke about already, like all these matchups are so on point that like the majority of them could go either way. They're so close. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to be doing the extra rounds, you're not wanting to put the extra time in, then it's like kind of you're a bit of a prat.
And you go to sleep at night thinking that your opponent probably did put in that extra round, if not another one.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, like everyone's so good and everyone's so high level, like all over the shop now. Like there's just you don't see like I remember when I like earlier, kind of when I was like, especially when I first started fighting. I think I was only like 15, 16, and there was just like it wasn't under BCMA. It wasn't even like anything to do with this show, but I fought on a couple of shows, and there was just the card was filled out with just bums kind of thing, just guys just fighting each other. But how mad it is, how everyone is literally so good, even as amateurs and stuff like that. Not even just the pro guys. Like you have to put the work in. You don't even have a choice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and props to the fighters as well, because there's a lot of fighters struggling to get fights because, you know, they are decent. But I don't know how Jack does it, but he manages to get like 30 fights on the card of just like absolute killers. And this is definitely, he always puts on a pro main event, and this one is so worthy. You said that you saw Rico Biggs at the last one. I've seen him at UCMMA as well. What do you think of him? He's obviously got a bit more pro experience than you. He's 4-1.
So I spoke to the other guy. I spoke to said, look, I think I had maybe a few more amateur fights.
Yeah.
I don't know if on the experience front it's about level. But I'd say he looks like a tricky guy. Like he looks like a guy if you give him too much space, he'll kind of maybe try and run away with the fight, like try and keep on the outside, maybe try and avoid the pressure. But when you're sparring guys, like me and Charlie are in the same boat. We're both the smallest guys in the gym. I only spar with guys who are bigger than me. Do you know what I mean? Even Charlie's taller than me when he's not when he's siblings. Like. But I only like when you're sparring with guys like Emra and like Steve and like everyone's bigger than you anyway, so it's not even a big deal. I've kind of based everything is about kind of fighting the bigger guys anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I'd say to give like in a nutshell, he looks tricky. He looks like he could be tricky and awkward more than anything else, if you know what I mean. But I'm definitely looking to go just stick it on him, stick the pressure on him.
My advice is to not try and armbar him, because I think he's double jointed. I've seen his arm turned like inside out and he doesn't tap. So
yeah, I think I've seen that as well. Actually, to be fair, I'm sure it'll be a great fight. To be fair, I can't wait. It will be good. Buzzing.
Yeah. Super
Absolutely
exciting. I want to finish off with some teammate questions, where I ask you about other people in the gym. But also before we go, we've got a teammate who's going to be bringing the Cage Warriors belt home to the gym, the featherweight title when Steve Amable fights Mads Burnell. I just want to ask you all how you see that fight going, if you're all going, and how buzzing we all are to see him get that fight that he really deserves.
I assume the whole gym will be there.
100%.
Like,
yeah, man, it's such a big thing.
I'm not be for that.
They're excited.
So I'm trying to let everyone else talk.
With my missus, she saw that Paddy Pimblett was fighting.
Yeah.
And she was going, I saw Paddy Pimblett's fight, and we should go to that. I was like, you taking the piss? We are going to that. Like Steve's fighting on the card.
I'm so happy for him, to be fair. Like he's an absolute savage. He's a talented guy anyway. And he works like a regular job as well, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he's got it all going on. He's just had a little one. So he's got literally it all going on. But obviously everyone from the gym just wishes the best for him, and he deserves it. He really does deserve it. But yeah, like he's top guy, Steve. Get on well, Steve.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad that I've got this fight night in between, because it feels like that one's so far away, and I just need exciting things at the weekend to make it come quicker.
they fly by though. You say they're still so far away, but I can't remember how long that fight's even been announced for now. But like, I'm pretty sure that's been a good few weeks. Look, even that fight.
Yeah.
What I was worried about was like when they announced Steve, and they didn't announce that it was the title fight, and they didn't announce who it was against. First of all, they just said he'd be on that card. And then I started thinking maybe Mads Burnell was going to be called up to the Copenhagen UFC card. And then
Okay.
I thought maybe be fighting for the vacant belt. They left me hanging like for a long time. So I can't imagine what it felt like for him, but I'm just buzzing that he's got the shot.
Like,
And it would be nice for us to all to take pictures with the belt in the gym, I think.
Besides, Steve, we'll have a picture.
Yeah, it's a great buzz though when everyone's fighting, everyone's in shape, like everyone's got big fights, like potentially, obviously, like leapfrog them to the next level. Like it's nice
Yeah.
to kind of be a part of everyone else's success. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when, you know, like you guys spend way more time with them than I do, but like you know what good people they are, how much they put into it, how much they've given up. Like up until his last fight, Steve was driving like a stupid amount of miles, like for his job and to get to training. Like it was insane. So it's just nice to see people who've invested that much, like their hard work pay off. But
Yeah, definitely, of course.
anyway, back to you guys and the teammate questions.
Here we go.
Just the first people that come into your head, and you three, I'm sure, have been on like a lot of stag do's together, so you probably got it easier in terms of answering these. Biggest lightweight?
As in terms of drinking,
Yeah.
Ads, you're probably the best one with this. You've just been off stag do with a lot of them.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll probably be in that bracket, to be honest. I went pretty early on my one, but
On your own stag do?
Yeah, we smashed the head off it, but it was because it was Sean and Craig was on the stag do. To be fair, Craig don't drink, so that he was out, and Sean held his own. To be fair, but yeah, I'll probably be a lightweight.
I can imagine Sean can handle it. To be fair, like it's more the like the fight camps away and stuff, or like not the fight camp, the actual fight nights away where you go out on the night out like after kind of thing. But I need a few more of them. Fly me all over the place. We need a few more nights out away after fight.
Definitely.
That's all we need.
Worst dancer?
Craig Edwards.
Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, 100%.
Into his feelings. I've seen that video. Worst dressed?
Craig.
Craig.
He's got some pretty leery shit, to be fair, hasn't he?
Good and all.
He pulls it off.
Like him.
Worst tattoo?
Jason
Yeah.
Gordon.
Who did you say?
Jason? Is that who you said? What's he got?
Bitch.
A what?
He's got a knight on his chest.
Not a fan of that, Charles.
But
So I'm trying to think if he even got tattoos out. I've obviously got a few. Charlie, you haven't got any.
No.
Well, Jack hasn't got any. Everyone's pretty clean in terms of tattoos, so there's only a small bracket for that one. Ads, have you even got any?
Nah, I've got none.
No, everyone's just clean and.
I've
Oh,
got
you've
one.
got some. Yeah. No, yours are all right though.
Yeah. God.
Who's the funniest in the gym?
Ooh, that's a tough one to answer, I think.
Georgie for sure.
I think it's-
It depends if you're being funny as in they come out with wise cracks or just funny as a person.
He's
You know, two different types. But
Half the time I don't even understand what he said. I'm just laughing at
I think that's what makes him funny.
yeah, George is a funny guy. He's hilarious.
Most vain.
Ooh, most vain.
That could be George.
Potentially. Who would you say, Charles? Who's the most vain? Jim.
Georgie's handsome though, isn't he?
I don't think that's the question, but
Yeah.
John Maguire.
oh yeah, that's actually Why didn't I? Yeah, it's definitely got to be John in it. It's got to be.
Least punctual.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, late the most often.
That's probably. No, what was that? Sorry.
Like, who's always late?
Oh, who's always late? Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. Pretty much. Yeah, that Jack has that one, I reckon.
And then Hannah, you and me can't answer this one. I'm gonna close my ears for the answer as well. Longest in the shower.
Well, we don't have a shower at Colchester.
Craig, Charlie said you. Charlie, Craig said you.
Yes. That is true.
He swears.
Charlie.
So apart from Charlie.
We don't have showers in the gym.
That's a good way of getting out of it. Let's end on that. Guys, thank you so much for doing this. I'm absolutely buzzing. This is like my favourite promotion to cover. I'm just looking forward to interviewing you all after your fights and when you've all picked up the W and George has defended his title and it's just been a clean sweep for BKK. Any final words, any shout outs to sponsors?
Go. Does anyone want to go?
No, you go, Charles. You're good.
So Sweeney Dodge, that man helps out everyone.
Yeah, so he does help out literally everyone. So big shout to him.
Yeah, he does, like, you know, he's sorting us all out with the walkout t-shirts and stuff. Like, yeah, the guy's great. All round lovely dude. Obviously paying through, helping us out loads. Evo Fightwear, and then sort of been working with a sports psychologist, Julie. She's been wonderful, helped me out loads as well.
That's very professional, Charlie.
Hey.
Follow that, anyone?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, just shout out to CB Skip Services and Whip Street Motors. They've helped me out for this camp. And yeah, that's it really.
I just want to thank everyone for being in the gym literally every day, being there for each other. Obviously, thanks to like Sean, Jack, all the coaches, Nick, for like putting in their time as well. It ain't just us kind of putting in our time; they're putting in their time to coach us. So, like, none of us would even be sitting here having this conversation without them guys. So,
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, definitely.
And then shout out to Anthony King, my chiropractor, who has fixed me up. I basically came back with whiplash-like symptoms after a few wrestling sessions, after being a bit soft and just chucking weights about for a bit. He sorted me out, fixed my shoulder up. Been working on my busted hand. He's done wonders. So I can't thank that guy and a few other little people as well. No, they are always helping us out. So that's about it.
Hannah.
Thank you to George as well. Like, trying to listen to everyone out. Really sorted us out. Right. Everyone in the gym, absolutely everybody that's there, helping out. Like Leigh said about them, we fighting. We were able to.
And if people still want to buy tickets, are you guys still selling them, or how do they go about getting tickets now?
I know that Charlie, you bought loads, or not bought, but you had loads. I don't know how many you two were left, or
I think we're all running dry. So
everyone. I've got none. I've sold so many tickets. I wish I had actually got more.
Wow.
Honestly, everyone wants a piece. I know I see a thing on the Cage Warriors Academy, like Instagram, saying there ain't much left either on. Sorry, stop making me laugh, Nick. Sorry, let's
just DM the Cage Warriors Academy Southeast Instagram.
Yeah,
I
know on. I'm pretty sure there's always tickets on the doors and stuff anyway, but
yeah.
So I imagine that unless they can contact any of the fighters, I imagine that'll be the best bet if they haven't sorted it out already.
Yeah. Harass us on Facebook. We'll find a way of getting you there.
This genuinely is a show that does sell out of it does, and it's genuinely full in there. So I'm excited. I just want to say thank you to Jack for putting on another night of epic fights. I'm buzzing to watch you all in there. It's for me. There's nothing better than watching you all in there. I love you all to bits. I want you all to do well. I see how much you put into it, and I'm just win, lose or draw. Just like absolutely delighted for you all, and just so impressed with you.
Kate, stop it. You'll make me cry.
And drain that ear or you won't make way.
We're moving up to 135 if it gets any bigger.
Right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you get your beauty sleep because I want you to be fresh to hit the gym tomorrow. And I'll see you all tomorrow night in Chelmsford.
Lovely. See you then.
Later. Take care.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.